This might sound a little crazy, but my biggest fear when I was younger was that I was going to get jumped by like 4 guys. You know, the most reoccurring scenario that would pop into my head is there would be this girl and she likes me, but she has a boyfriend, and her boyfriend and 3 of his boys would jump me, and I had to be like, I'm sure you can. You know, that's kind of how it would usually play out in my head. I think I played too many fighting games back in the day. That could have been part of the reason. What a lot of you guys might not know is I was up in the club like a lot, like every week. Sam's Club, but still, club is in the title. I felt like I was embracing my thuggish side. I never wanted to get into a fight because I'm allergic to pain. 10th grade, first day of public school, I'm waiting outside my house. The bus comes and picks me up. I get on the bus, I'm a little scared. I don't know nobody on this bus. I practically know nobody at this school, but I also know you can't get marked as no punk. If anybody steps out of line or tries to punk you, real quick out the gate, you gotta be like, "Sure you can!" I'm a friendly person. I don't want to try to start no fight with nobody, but I knew if I ever got forced into one, I'd have to do something crazy, so that way nobody else would want to mess with me after that. You know, right before a fight, I'd spin around in a 360 and throw this fist up in the air like, blow, when they're not expecting it. By the time it hit the rumor mill, they'd be like, "Yo, did you see that fight with Adonde? That kid threw a fireball, dog." So I'm ready. I get on this bus. If somebody steps out of line, they're gonna get it. It's pitch black. The bus driver turns on the lights, and from the middle to the front, it's all white kids. From the middle to the back, ghetto, thug life, hood kids. I go to the back and I sit down. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I hope none of these kids start nothing with me because they don't look like they really waste time on hand-to-hand combat, if you know what I'm saying. I look over to the kid next to me and I'm like, oh, that's pretty stylish. This dude wears his pager on his ankle. That's pretty fresh. Come to find out, that kid was on house arrest. So a few weeks go by and I start getting in pretty good with the hood kids. So I didn't really know anybody else at my school, but I knew all these thug kids on my bus. So when I'd see them in the hall, you know, we give each other dap, stuff like that. So I started thinking, you know what? If I'm in good with all the thuggish kids in the school, nobody's gonna have a problem with me, right? These kids in the back of the bus were so rowdy. Most days it was just spit wads. You know, they tear up a little notebook piece of paper, put it in their mouth, get a bunch of spit on it, and then spit it through straws at the kids in the front of the bus, hitting them in the back of the head, right? And if any kid was ever brave enough to speak up and be like, "Hey guys, stop messing around." If you ever did that from the front of the bus, guess what they threw at you next? They would take their flexible textbooks and throw those at you. It got so bad that even the bus driver was afraid to turn around if anything was going on. All the thuggish kids got dropped off at the stop right before me, and I was the last stop. But when all the thuggish kids got off, it was just me and like 4 kids from my neighborhood. But one of those kids, we'll just call him Tyler. Tyler was so frustrated at all these kids messing with him that as soon as the ghetto kids got off, he would come to the back of the bus and start stuff with me. And for about 2 months, you know, I took it. But one day, American history was my last class of the day before we went home, and we played Jeopardy. I studied my butt off, and that's something I don't always do. And I won a bag full of candy. I don't open it up on the bus. I'm not trying to have everybody jump in on it. It'll be gone before I can get any. The bus stops, Wu-Tang Clan gets off, I open up my bag, I look up and Tyler's in the seat right in front of me now, and he's leaning over the back of it just looking down at me, and he's like, "Give me the bag of candy." No, leave me alone. Those are the exact words I said. Leave me alone. So he darts his hand down to the bag and he like squishes all my candy. So with my left hand, I grab him. I'm digging my nails into his arm as hard as I can. I don't even say nothing to this kid. I just lean forward and just go, "Pow!" You know when you get killed in Halo and your guy goes into the ragdoll physics and his leg's all above his arm and he's just flopping all over the place. And he flies back into the seat and I stand up like it's about to be on and I look at him. Oh, I didn't tell you guys this, but he had braces. Yes, I hit a kid with braces, but he left me no other alternative, okay? He's just like, "I can't believe you just hit me." Like his braces aren't straight anymore. There's a little bit of blood in his mouth. There's blood coming out of his nose. And I'm thinking, what the heck did I just do? It felt like my arms were acting independently. Please don't ever mess with my candy. I can't be held responsible for my actions afterwards. But you wanna know what Tyler did? Tyler got up, walked to the front of the bus. And I'm thinking, who's the man? He doesn't swing back. He doesn't do anything. The bus stops. He gets off holding his nose. Okay, right now, this could be a shift in dominance. Like, I don't want tomorrow, like, he's thinking about this all night and he realizes, like, crap, Adonde? why did I let him hit me? And then, start something up. I'm trying to avoid all that. To establish dominance, I need to do something. So what do? As the bus starts pulling off, Tyler's walking to his house. I pick up the smushed Snickers and I threw it at him and hit him in the back of the head. After that, he never messed with me again. Was it the right thing to do? No. If I would have thought it through, what I would have done is after everybody's clear off the bus and I'm the last person to get dropped, I would went to the bus driver and be like, listen, I know you don't like to get involved in what goes on this bus. Do me a favor. Every time you see him stand up to come to the back, tell him to sit back down. Because if he keeps coming back, I don't know what's going to happen. If you're getting harassed by somebody, think critically, because more than likely there's a way out of your situation. You just got to think about it. And that was my first and last fight I've ever been in. Never plan on being in another fight. But I'm just saying, guys, never, ever, ever mess with my Snickers minis. Because reflexively, I just might be like, Shoryuken! And we want to avoid that at all costs.